Good morning, everybody. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. This is Friday Fab 5. I do this every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Central. I go live and I share 5 of my favorite things with you guys. And so today we've got some fun stuff, and I've got the big announcement about Southern Adornments live tickets. So last Friday, I kind of gave you guys a little heads up that tickets were going on sale today. And so the time has come, and I'm excited for you guys to be able to get them. Let me double check that the link is live because I forgot to check that before I went live. And I may have to send a message to my team real quick. So hold up. I will be right back. Y'all drop a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. Say hello. Okay, I sent them a message, so maybe I'll hear back during this live that it's been set up and ready. So, good morning, Deborah. Hi, Donna. Hello, Pam. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Jenny. Oh my goodness, so many of you guys here. Good morning. Good morning. If you didn't get a text letting you know I was going live, this is how you get text alerts. Debbie's watching from Paris, Arkansas. We have a Paris, Tennessee that's nearby also. I think there's lots of towns called Paris. Interesting. All right. So, a couple of the things that I have on my list for you guys today are actually Painters Clubhouse recommendations. I don't even have these items in my craft room or in my possession, but they are like tried and true by our Clubhouse members. And so, we're going to start with a couple of those. Number one was submitted by Samantha Barbie. She's one of our Painters Clubhouse members. She taught a tutorial in our clubhouse last fall, and she just shared, and this is not uncommon for somebody to just share something that they love and use all the time in the clubhouse. She shared last night that she has been using these brushes from Amazon to do fine detail work when she paints. And so if you've ever been painting something and feel like you have a hard time finding a round tip brush that can get nice and like tight in the areas, because I have lots of these right here, but do you see how fat the bristles on the end of that are? I mean, I can do a little bit of detail work with that, but I can't get in a really, really tight spot or do a really tiny line. I do have a few brushes in my stash that are line brushes, but I mean, look at this one. Can y'all see how badly? No, you can't. Let me put it in front of something black. Oh, goodness. The bristles are doing like this, like, and so, a good new set of brushes. I may have to order these for myself just to try them, but they've got like really nice small bristles, fine point. So if you've got to get some detail work done or get in a nice tight spot, these are good to use. And Samantha said she has them and uses them all the time, and they're great for fine details. Wanda says I have a lot like that. I'm sure a lot of that is my using and abusing of the brushes, because I'm really bad about when I rinse my brush, like putting it in the cup and going like this to get all the water out. And I know I shouldn't do that because it like causes the bristles to go. That was a great sound effect. And it's real frustrating. If you do, little tip for you, if you do have any brushes, Wanda, that are like that, put a pot of water on the stove to boil, or boil it like in your microwave, and just take that brush and just whoop, like dip it down in there for like 3 seconds and then pull it right back out, and it should reform the bristles to their original shape. I need to take the time to do that. Here's another one. Y'all can't see that because it's like so fine, but the bristles on the edges of this are going looks like crazy, like bedhead. And I don't know. Sometimes I think some of this might be because of Charlie. I think she comes in here and borrows my brushes and abuses them. So I don't know. Donna said, I just bought some. I don't know where I get them. They're great too. These are on Amazon, and it was like $6 for the pack. So y'all can go check those out on there. There was another set that Samantha shared in the clubhouse, but these two sets were almost identical. And these were the better buy. So that's why I'm sharing these this morning. So that's item number one, is some fine tip, small detail brushes that Samantha shared in the clubhouse that you can get on Amazon. So go and grab those. And The next item on my list, let me look at my list. Oh, at 10:30 Mountain Time. What time is that here? Is that 1 hour? Wait, that's 1 hour behind us. So that will be 11:30 our time. So this isn't just yet, but at 11:30, I say our time like you guys are all in Central Time with me. So you'll have to figure out where this is in relation to you, but if you're Central, it'll be 11:30 Central. If you're Eastern, it'll be 12:30. Okay. And if you're Pacific, it'll be 9:30. So at 11:30 Central today, Red Aspen is launching a nail dash sale. And you're going to have to set a timer on your phone to hop on there when this starts. So it starts in 2 hours. So it's 9:30 now. At 11:30 Central is when this will start. Because some of these run out super fast. It's because so many of us who sell Red Aspen, we have some of our favorites and we have some that are our customers' favorites. And some of these ladies get on there and they'll like buy up a bunch of them and put them in their stash to sell to their customers. So normally these nail dashes are anywhere from like $14 to $16, and they're all going to be on sale for $10 each during this sale. And this is not all of them. This is just a little sample that they shared. And so it says the sale will end on Tuesday, April 18th. So or until supplies last. I've seen some of these run out pretty quick. So use my Red Aspen link at 11:30 Central today. That's in 2 hours. Go check out this sale. All of these are going to be marked down to $10 each. And the ones at the top are white with gold stars. The second one has cactuses on it. Super cute. Those actually weren't available for sale on the website. They were a part of a loyalty box. So normally you wouldn't be able to buy those. Beyond Jewel Dreams. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's like a two-tone. Skipping Rocks. That's like a light tan color. I really like the Summer Nights Nicolette. That's like that that tangerine color. That would be really cute for summer. And then the one underneath it is really pretty too. I have that one. It's kind of a pearl fuchsia. Real pretty. So if you are into the Red Aspen nails, go and grab those. If you've never used Red Aspen nails before, go over to my YouTube channel and scroll down and find the Red Aspen thing where I was showing how I put these on. I popped one off last night. So I've got to, and it's time for a new set. So I didn't bother gluing it on, but I love these things. I actually got paint all over this one using the water marbling. And it didn't come off. And I was like, ooh, this kind of gives me an idea, because normally any kind of acrylic paint that I use does come off of these, but the water marbling paint did not. And I have some nails that are just white. And I'm like, what if we marbled that set? Like, what if I put the white ones on and then we water marbled them? That would be so fun. So now I've got all kinds of ideas. Let's see. Let me go to the comments. Who is excited about the Red Aspen sale? Anybody going to go check it out? I know a lot of you guys have become addicted to the Red Aspen nails, just like I have. I've had this set on for about a week and a half, so it's time to take them off. So I'll probably make that my evening activity tonight. I'll probably take them all off and sit and watch my favorite show and put on a new set. Emily says, I am. Jennifer Radin from Canvas Sign Designs got addicted to them as well, and she's now selling them also. So I know I'm not the only one. Good morning, Debbie. Eunice says, I ordered a set of the angle and filbert brushes from Southern Adornments, and I love those. They are reasonably priced. Oh, thanks, Una. I appreciate that. So let's see what's next. So that's the Red Aspen Nail Dash sale. Starts at 11:30. That's in just under 2 hours. The next item on my list was submitted by Lauren Martin. I don't know why I'm struggling with thoughts today. Like my brain is squirreling. So it was Lauren Martin in our Painters Clubhouse. She shared this circle cutting jig. I was like, what are the words and what's the order? And you can find it on Amazon. So she explained to me the way this works is you drill, or you put a tiny little screw in the very center of where you want your circle to be. And you put this little thing in there, and then you attach your router. So you would have to use a router, I think, to cut this. So if you're using jigsaw or scroll saw, I don't think this would work for you. But if you have a router, this is perfect for cutting circles. And so you kind of use this little ruler guide thing to set the length or like to set the size circle you want. So if you want 18 inches, it tells you where to set it. And then you put your little screw in the center. And at first thought, I was like, you put a screw in the middle, like you wouldn't want to have a hole in the middle of your door hanger that you're going to paint, right? But Lauren said it's not a big deal. It's a tiny, tiny little hole. And when you're done cutting them, you just pop a little bit of wood filler in each one, give it a light sand. Might not even have to do that. And then you paint them. It's no big deal. But she said this has made it so easy for her to just cut out a bunch of wood rounds at one time. And she did, if you're a Clubhouse member, I want you to go to the guides tab. Oh, here's Lauren. She said, yes, it's a router. I want you to go to the guides tab in the Painters Clubhouse. And there is a guide for how-tos for door hangers that are like posts that members have done and shared like tips and tricks. And it's in there. Hi, Ashton. Tammy got her red Aspen nails out of the mail. Isn't that fun? It's like fun. It's fun mail when you get red Aspen nails in the mail. So if you have trouble cutting out circles, try that circle jig. It was $37. It looked like it was on sale on Amazon. Okay, Debbie says, my husband has the router jig set and it works great. Who else is using this? I think several of our Clubhouse members have bought it and started using it since they've seen Lauren's little video using it. Sandy says, so you get the kit and attach your router. Yeah, so Lauren's here in the comments. Maybe Lauren can explain real quickly kind of how it works. But I think it comes with different circle cutting sizes, and you attach it in the middle using like a screw. And then it's on your wood, and then you set your router in the little frame housing at the end of the jig. So did you see the picture? Look at the picture here. Let me put it back up again. Okay, so do you see that in the center of the circle, it's attached to something? And then out at the edge of the circle, there is like a clear acrylic frame. You set your router in that frame so that your router's not moving around and getting all wiggly. And it sets in that frame, and you literally just spin it in a circle as it's cutting. Make sense? Yes, the router is purchased separately, and those routers are anywhere from like $150 to $225, depending on where you buy them. I looked on Amazon, and they did have a DeWalt cordless router for $179, but it came with zero. It was just the tool. I don't know if it even came with a battery, and it didn't come with the blades or the bits. So you might look into that. And I know Lauren uses the cordless one. She recommends that. So check into that. That might be a really good Mother's Day gift. Wouldn't it be funny to ask your husband for a cordless router for Mother's Day and a circle cutting jig? Or your kids, rather, not your husband. Depends on the age of your children who you're asking. Okay, DeWalt doesn't come with a battery anymore. Okay, thank you, Lauren. I did not know that. It's been a while since I've bought tools. We kind of built up our stash, and I haven't had to buy any in quite a little while. All right. You got the cordless sander for your birthday. Isn't it great? I love my cordless sander. I use it a lot. All right. So the next thing on the Fab 5 list is a blog post. So if you did not know, we have a blog over at southernadornamentsdecor.com. And the most recent blog post was all about our wood shop that's back behind our house. And we gave you guys an inside behind the scenes tour of the wood shop. So if you want to check out what it looks like inside and like what we do inside, there are some photos and a little description that kind of explains what is what. And it kind of gives you a peek inside the wood shop. So go check that out at southernadornamentsdecor.com. And if you didn't know we have a blog, now you got a whole lot of like reading to do, because there is some really great painting tips, tutorials. There are several blog posts about doing paint parties on there. There's some information about our Painters Clubhouse, all kinds of great stuff that you can go and check out. Oh, thanks, Lauren. We love our shop. It's been such a blessing. Stephanie said, I asked for a cordless jigsaw for Christmas. I got that, as well as a circular saw and sander. That is awesome. Most people are out buying that stuff for their husbands, but you know, we women are changing the game. Sarah said, I asked mine for a DeWalt scroll saw. I love it. Donna says, no shame. That's awesome. Okay. And so after you check out the blog, I want you to go to southernadornamentslive.com and check out the event, Southern Adornments Live, is happening in Destin, Florida. Let me go double check and see if they've fixed the link. It wasn't fixed right when I got ready to go live, and I should have checked it sooner, but I didn't. And it's still, oh, she fixed it. Yay. Adrienne, if you're watching, you are awesome. If it was Aaliyah that fixed it, you're awesome too. I don't know who fixed it, but when I got ready to go live for Friday Fab 5, it just said waitlist. I'm like, oh, we need the buy link. Becky said, I signed up this week. Who else has their ticket to Southern Adornments Live? So Southern Adornment, that is a mouthful. My business name is hard to say sometimes. This event is going to be happening in Destin, Florida, September 29th and 30th this fall. Y'all, that's only like not even 6 months away. It's so, or maybe it is exactly 6 months away. I don't know. I can't do math or months in my head, but we're going to be doing it in beautiful Destin, Florida at the Destin Convention Center. And then we're all going to be staying across the street in the Island Hotel at Fort Walton Beach. If you guys have never seen this hotel in person, I was so impressed when I walked in because this image right here is the back part of the property. The front part of the property is kind of like a little restaurant and gift shop and all of that. And once you walk through the gift shop and to the back, you enter this beautiful area with this giant pool and this grotto waterfall thing that underneath has a swim up bar. It is the coolest thing. It is ginormous. And it's got waterfalls coming all off of it. So you can literally swim up underneath the waterfall and order a drink. And then on the back side, let me show this picture again. On the back side of this building, you can see the beach. So you can rent out a Gulf view room, which is a little bit more expensive, or you can have a poolside room. And they even have, I don't know if you can look closely, right there behind the grotto wall, they actually have a couple of rooms that the patio opens up to the pool. And so you can literally walk out your patio, sit on the edge of the patio and put your feet in the pool right from your room. And so this is the coolest hotel. It is a boutique hotel, which means it's not a chain. It's a one of a kind. And it's right there in Fort Walton, across the street from the convention center where we are going to be. And so just imagine spending your entire day crafting with me, laughing and enjoying a wonderful day with your friends. And then at the end of the day, you go and you sit and you enjoy this sunset on these sugar sand beaches with this crystal clear blue water. It just sounds like paradise to me. And it's going to be the best one yet. This is our 4th Southern Adornments Live. The first 2 that we did were in Nashville, Tennessee. And that was in 2019 and 2020. 2020, literally a week before the entire country shut down for COVID. And then we didn't do one in 2021 because of COVID. But then last year we did one in Dallas, Texas. I almost said Dallas, Florida. Dallas, Texas in July. And as soon as that event was over, we started selling spots for this event that's in Destin this fall. And y'all, we sold over half the spots. Like we were thinking it was going to sell out. But we've had a few people drop off since then. That, you know, life happens and gets in the way, and they were like, we can't come, so go ahead and sell our spot to somebody else. And we've got some spots available. So okay, Aaliyah is saying, I'm trying to contact the hotel about more rooms, but I haven't heard anything yet. I think they've got plenty of rooms. I think for some reason the room block thing is messed up. So right now you can buy your ticket, but you can't book your room just yet because we've got to talk to the hotel and get that sorted out. Alicia says, ooh, this is an hour for me. Alicia, then you have no reason not to come because, I mean, like, we're just down the road from you. And this is kind of weird, but guess what I found out the other day? So in the convention center, there is a giant ballroom, and we are actually only using half of the giant ballroom, and another convention is using the other half. Do y'all want to hear what other convention is going on right next door to us? Ink Masters. How many of you guys have heard of the Ink Masters tattoo TV show? I don't care about tattoos that much, but my husband loves watching those shows and seeing like all the cool artistic designs that they come up with and the way that they can like creatively cover up a bad tattoo. And so they have Ink Masters is doing a convention right next to ours. I love that show too, Becky. I think it's so cool. I've only watched a couple of episodes, but I'm like fascinated by what they do on there. And I was like, I know that guy. And I know that guy when I saw the Ink Masters poster for it. So they're going to be next door to us. And I think that's really cool. I'm not saying you can go over there and get a tattoo because I think they probably have it all booked up all day long, but you can go over there and watch the artists at work. Yeah, I love watching too, Becky. I think it's really cool. It's art in a completely other art form. Lauren said JD's going to want to go. That tickets are only like $5 to go into the Ink Masters one. So it's kind of like two conventions in one that you're getting. And I think the Ink Master one too is going throughout the evening. Like, so our event ends at like 5 p.m. and then Ink Masters is going on to like 10 or 11 p.m. It's like all evening. So if anybody has questions about Southern Adornments Live, feel free to ask. But tickets are on sale now. Go grab your ticket, grab a ticket for you and a friend, or you and your mom, your sister, your daughter. Bring somebody with you. It's so much fun. You don't have to bring anybody with you though. If you're coming alone, you're going to make fast friends the minute you get there. That's the way so many people have said, like, I was terrified to come alone, but as soon as I stepped in the room, it felt like I was there with close friends and family. Like, we have such a special community that make you feel so welcome and at home the minute you walk in. And so I just know that you're going to have a blast, even if you come by yourself. But I want to encourage you, don't feel like you have to have a hotel room by yourself, unless you're the kind of person who's like, I need my space. If you're an introvert and you need your own space, that's totally fine. But if you're adventurous at all and you need to like, save a little bit of money, you don't want to be by yourself, reach out to some members inside the private Facebook group for ticket holders and see if anybody wants to split a hotel room with you, because that's going to enhance your experience. I went to Tribe Live in Toronto, Canada 5 years ago, and I didn't know anybody. I had booked a hotel room with 3 other ladies, and I met them there. Had never met them in person before, and they are my best friends to this day. Sarah Williams is one of those. Gretchen Wheeler, you guys know, she's the one who does my Facebook ads. And then I ended up becoming friends with all the rest of the Creative Club girls over the next year or so. Like, we all ended up meeting up in person for the next Tribe Live. And so meeting up with people in real life and getting to know people who love the same thing you love, like painting door hangers, can really enhance your experience of learning to paint online. For me, it was learning business online, learning how to do an online business. And I became so tight with these ladies who were also doing the same thing as me. And so I think this can be so helpful for you guys. Donna says, I love the hotel. The hotel is gorgeous. I wanted to just stay there the whole time when I went and like walked through it and toured it myself. So Tammy, the link for the convention is in the video description, or you can go to southernadornmentslive.com. And I don't know about y'all, if you've got kids in school, the very next week for us, the first week of October is fall break. And so that's part of the reason why I planned this on the dates that I planned it, is because as soon as Southern Adornments Live is over, we have an entire week off from school. And so my kids come to Southern Adornments Live and they help us pass out paint. They help with whatever we need help with, and they love it. They're already asking, when's the next one, Mom? When do we get to go? And oh my goodness, is it in Florida this year? They're so excited about it. And they haven't even seen videos or pictures of this hotel yet. They're going to flip when we walk in. They're going to be like, we've made it to paradise. And so we are staying an extra 4 days after Southern Adornments Live, and we've rented a little house that's over in Panama on the beach. And we're going to be staying with some of our family and spending a little extra time there. So I say that to say, if you guys have kids in school, if their fall break coincides with this, make it a family trip. You guys don't have a fall break in Wisconsin? Oh my goodness. All the Southern schools down here, we have a spring break and a fall break. Let's see. Joanne, I bet we will make a post inside the Facebook group for Southern Adornments Live so that you guys will know when the hotel room block is fixed. Sue, in the past, we've had anywhere from 130 to 150. This year, we have spots for up to 200. So if we sell out all the spots, this will be the biggest one we've done yet as well. So it's going to be super exciting. Oh, good question. Cindy is asking about virtual tickets. So in July, we're planning on selling virtual tickets. So if you're absolutely not able to attend us in person, this is the next best way to feel like you're a part of it all. You'll get to see what's going on inside the room at all times. You'll have like a little just over the shoulder view of what the teacher is teaching on stage, and you'll be able to see what's going on inside the breakout rooms, which are like a smaller class style version of what we're learning. Oh, that's such a good idea, Elizabeth. She said, take a mental health week. Exactly. This is so therapeutic in so many ways. You're painting, you're at the beach, you're laughing and having the time of your life with your friends. And it's like the trifecta. So many good things happening at one time that are so good for your mental health. And so many of you guys need this. So many of you are caring for kids that are so, whose schedules are demanding right now. You're running to soccer and baseball and all the things. This summer, they're going to be home with you, and you're going to be trying to keep up with keeping them happy and busy and like keeping the schedule going or running around doing all the things. Some of you guys are caring for loved ones who can't care for themselves anymore. Some of you guys are battling, cancer and other really demanding things. And so just remember to take a breath and take time for yourself and to make it a point to do this for yourself, because if you don't, one day you might wake up and it's all just too much. And usually our body tells us that before our mind tells us that. Usually our body starts to shut down when we've been taking care of everybody else except ourselves. So if you can, schedule this in, come join us this fall, and you're going to it's going to revive you in so many ways. Your mental health's going to be better. You're going to feel creatively rejuvenated too. So many people go home from these events and they're like, I can't wait to use foils on every project going home because they've tried foils at the event. Or we do resin projects. And sometimes you guys will be like, I've got to buy some resin and try this on earrings at home or something. You like get creatively inspired to go home and try so many things that you've learned, because you're going to learn a ton of painting techniques at this event. Right, Lauren? We need that fall break. Usually by the fall, we're all like, when summer's over, we miss our trips. Lauren says, I'm ready and not ready for summer. I am, and I'm not ready for summer. I am ready for summer because we have a pool and I'm excited to be able to use it throughout the summer, but I'm not looking forward to having the kids underneath me while I'm trying to get work done. So I'm trying to get as much work done as I can over the next 5 weeks before school lets out. All right, y'all, that is all about Southern Adornments Live. Go buy your ticket right now at southernadornamentslive.com, because when they sell out, they sell out. And I don't want any of you guys to like feel like, oh, I wish I had done that. There is a payment plan, and the payment plan is no more expensive than buying the ticket in full. So if you have the money right now, go ahead and put it down and buy in full. That way you don't have to worry about it. But if you only can pay a little at a time, get the payment plan. That will make it much more manageable for you. And if you need to, just figure out like how many paint parties do you need to have between now and the time that the payment plan ends, so that you can pay for your ticket a little at a time. Or how many door hangers do you need to sell? Set yourself a goal. And then after your payment plan ends, then you can figure out, how many you need to sell in order to pay for your travel arrangements or your hotel or whatever. Figure it out like that so that it feels manageable to you. All right, guys. The new designs that we've put in the shop this week are all, so last week this is last week. All the ones for the girls, remember all these girl designs, and we even painted that BU design on live Tuesday. But this week we have boy designs. So last week was for the girls, this week's for the boys. And that's not to say that, girls don't love cars, robots, and dinosaurs. They might. I know a certain someone, Miss Aaliyah's granddaughter, loves dinosaurs. So I'm sure she would love that one up there. But we decided to do some that the kids can paint the last 2 weeks. And so last week was girly designs. This week is a little bit more boyish designs. These are great for kids' birthday parties, for kids to paint alongside you, or to hang on like a kid's bedroom door if you just want to paint one for a kid. And usually for a kid's bedroom door, I wouldn't go 18 or 20 inches. I would go more like 12 to 14 inches. So, especially if a kid is painting this, because kids have very small amount of patience when it comes to painting something to completion. And so we tried to keep these designs uncomplicated so that they can kind of like paint one whole area one color, and it's not going to take them a long time to paint these. So go grab these in our shop today. The templates are 50% off and the blanks are 15% off, and Clubhouse members get a 20% discount. Okay, great question. Peggy says, what if I've never even painted before? What if I don't have any painting skills? Can I come to Southern Adornments Live? Should I even consider this? We have several people who have never painted before who come with like their friend or whoever, and they come and they sit down. And if you follow our steps, step by step, you will do just fine. There are several ladies who have never painted before who have still come and had a blast. And there are always people sitting in front of you, behind you, right beside you, who can help you if you're in the middle of it and you're like, I messed up. What do I do? because so there is always going to be somebody who's within arm's reach of you who can be like, oh, girl, no problem. Grab this baby wipe. We got you. And so we can help you along the way. So even if you have zero painting experience, you're going to have a blast coming. Thank you for saying this, Joanne and Lauren, so many of our ladies who've been before. Cindy said, last year it inspired me. I was so happy I attended. Even if it was virtually, it was awesome. We had a lot of great feedback, even from our virtual attendees, that they felt like it was so worth it just to be able to like be creatively inspired and see all the fun stuff going on in the room. And we had a few virtual kits last year that we sold. And so some people even sat and painted right alongside those live attendees. And so we plan to do that again this year. So if you can't come in person, in July, we will be selling the virtual experience. All right, y'all. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again on Tuesday when I go live to paint.